Guys, how are you? I want to come in here and do a quick video. It might not actually be quick. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. But I something was like heavy on my mind this morning. I read a Facebook post actually, and I'm going to even like look at my phone while I'm doing this because I read a Facebook post earlier this morning, and it said something about. Now, I don't know, like the person that posted it, this is not against them whatsoever. I know nothing about their life. I know nothing about their beliefs or anything. So this has nothing to do with that. It just triggered a thought in my head and what I feel about this situation. And through my journey, I've learned a lot through my life. Like I've learned, I'm playing with my hair, sorry. Through my life and through this journey that I've been going on the last year and a half or so, really purposely focusing on my actions and my intentions with how I think and where I want my life to go. Um, I've had so many different eye-opening realizations. So when I read this post earlier today, I kind of was like, well, that's kind of what I believe in 100% already, and it's something that I try to teach people, so from the ground up. And I feel like it's changed my life. And so I just want to get into it a little bit. So the post said something to the effect of that this person that posted it said that they had a professor earlier in their life that quoted, the quote was, you should always be yourself and you should always question authority. And I actually wrote back to the person and I was just like, I always felt like I've always was myself 100%. And I felt like that growing up, I almost looked like maybe rebellious or somebody who was like, didn't want to like listen to anybody. And I just did my own thing because I was kind of like punk rock or whatever the case. And when reality, it's not so much don't question authority, because like when they wrote the post, it was just like, I really think we should be questioning authority at this point type of thing because of the quarantine and the shutdown, I'm sure. And I just don't think like I've always been myself, and I've always not so much like questioned authority, but just didn't care about what authority or anybody else thinks. So I think part of actually being authentic and actually being yourself is to be yourself, obviously, and to know what your likes and dislikes are and what your opinions and your own beliefs are, but to never, ever, ever, ever allow, I don't care who it is, the opinions or beliefs of anybody else, like ever like penetrate your own. And it's okay for people to have opinions and beliefs about things, 100%. But like, I just don't think it's something that should ever affect you. And I know like we're raised and obviously we're raised in households to have certain thoughts and beliefs about things, and we're raised certain ways, and that's fine, but you have a choice at any time, any minute of the day, like especially over the age of 18, 19 years old, like if you moved out of your house or if you're on your own now and you're kind of getting into adulthood, you have a choice to absolutely make any decision that you and have any opinion or belief that you want to have. That's the thing about, I feel like, our lives as humans is just that we have that power at any time. And so for everyone to kind of just starting to realize that now because we've been in quarantine or because traumatic things are going on around us, like if you don't have that right mindset before tragedy strikes, you're never going to be okay. When tragedy strikes, you're going to be 10 times worse off than when you were living regular life. When tragedy strikes, you're going to be so far behind that you're not going to know where to start, or you're going to have like, you're just not going to know how to think or where to start. And you are going to end up being vulnerable and listening to whatever anybody tells you to believe in or faith that's going, like, getting your mind right and getting your own self completely as authentic as you can be, and having a strong mindset. And I'm not saying a strong mindset like you should be pushing your beliefs on anybody. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you're always right and you're above everybody and I'm strong. Like, that's not what I'm talking about at all. I'm talking about a right mindset here that you never discuss with anybody else but you and yourself. And so, I mean, you could discuss it with maybe people that you're very close with, but people don't realize that it all starts here. If you're strong-minded, you don't have to fight. You don't have to yell at people. You don't have to get mad. You don't have to stand up for what you believe in, because none of anything else matters. You know in your head, like, what's right and wrong, like, for you, and that's it. That's it. And so when people like, you never get mad, you're always so calm, you're always like looking at the bright side of things. I'm like, because I've practiced it. I've given myself the faith and I've given myself grace, and I've given myself time to filter out all of, like, your subconscious from the second you open your eyes when you're born to right this second right now at 3:11 p.m. on Tuesday, April 28th. Every single thing I've ever seen, heard, ever done is stored right here in my subconscious. People go their whole entire life, never, ever, ever once, literally cleaning out their subconscious. And it's not hard to do. It's really just kind of filing through and thinking about what you truly believe in and what you truly works, what is right for you, using your gut feeling and just kind of like letting the rest go. Because anything, I promise you this: material things, opinions of others, other people's beliefs, who runs the country, how your kids behave, what your parents might say about you, what your siblings might say about, whatever the case, like I'm saying, family members, what people have said about you in the past, or maybe whatever the case, none of it matters. None of it. The only thing that matters in this entire world, because we're literally in borrowed bodies, these are our souls, like we are souls, we are beings, we're in borrowed bodies, these are borrowed, skin, bone, muscle, it's borrowed. The only thing that matters is how much we give for nothing, with no expectations, and how much we love, and the love that's received back. I promise you, that's all that matters. And if you can start there, just giving back, if you can't do it financially, do it emotionally. If you can't do it emotionally because you're emotionally spent, do it with do something else. Do something that you can give. Anything. Create something that you've given to the world. Like, if you can't start anywhere, start by writing down your feelings and your thoughts. Start by consciously making a decision to say, stop right now. What am I actually complaining about? What am I actually worried about? And start worrying about what's here and what's here. Because nothing will affect you if you have a strong mind. Nothing. People can make fun of you. People can call you anything. People can say anything about you, and it won't even, okay, like, don't, like, all right, what, like, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm still gonna go do me. And And that goes for anybody. That goes for your spouse, that goes for your kids, that goes for anybody. And I teach my kids the same things. And a lot of people put me down because, or actually, that X me on that. People don't put me down. That's not what I meant. A lot of people might have opinions about how, like, kind of like I've raised my child and stuff like that, because I give him a lot of freedom and I give him a lot of, like, you know what? Did you learn your lesson? Because, I try to steer him on a way that, he doesn't hurt himself or he doesn't hurt anybody else. But when it comes down to it, again, what he's able to contribute to the world and the love that he gives or gets is really all that matters in the long run. So I don't know if I've kind of rambled on and on. I just feel that if you can rise above anybody's beliefs or opinions about anything, none of that matters. That's really the basis of my story. Like I said, I've always kind of thought that way to begin with. I've gotten a lot of shit about it over the years, that I'm somebody who doesn't care, have no empathy, you just care about yourself, but that's not true. Like, I have so much empathy and I care so much. I just care about myself more. My state of mind is way more important than somebody else telling me what their beliefs are and fighting for them. Because that's not where I should be. I should be focusing on me. I should be focusing on my shortcomings. I should be focusing on what drives me, what makes me the best me I can be, what makes me my cup filled, pretty much. And that's why I do all the things that I do. Self-care should be on everybody's routine every single day. And self-care doesn't just mean getting your nails done and taking a bath. I mean, and having a glass of wine. That's definitely not what self-care consists of. Self-care is having respect for yourself enough to form habits that are fucking hard to form habits that become such ingrained into you that it becomes a part of daily life and you don't even know you're doing it anymore. Taking care of yourself, things that are not easy to do, like putting an exercise routine into your daily thing. Taking 30 minutes to sweat versus 30 minutes to scroll through Instagram or Pinterest is such an excuse. It's not even funny. Taking 30 minutes or even 15 minutes to write down on a piece of paper what you want for your life because you don't have time to is the biggest piece of crock of crap that I've ever heard in my life as well. Did I just say that? I might have just said that. Not taking 10 minutes out of your life to get ahead of what you need to like conquer for the day, whether it's paying your bills, making a phone call, scheduling an appointment, is such a crock of crap, again, that I've ever heard. Making every excuse on the planet to not engage in certain things because you don't have the time or that's just not whatever. It's all crap. Honestly, it's all crap. And if you truly want to better yourself and to do any of that, to better yourself and to form habits and stuff like that, to put yourself in the right mindset that no matter what the government's doing, no matter what your neighbor's doing, no matter what your kids are doing, none of it's going to affect you because you're going to be a strong person and you're going to be able to identify things quickly and you're going to be able to say nope, yes, forming boundaries. You're going to be able to be quick-witted. You're going to be able to speak about what's important to the people that you want to reach. Whether or not they listen is fine. That's not your job. Your job is to get your message out there, to use your talents to help people that need help, and to constantly give with nothing in return. This is my first video that I'm ever making, so I did a lot of ums. I can hear it. There's another one. So when I say something like self-care, take care of you first, or I only care about myself first before anybody else, is not a selfish statement. That's somebody who respects themselves, that's somebody who is strong-minded, and somebody who won't let anybody's other like words or beliefs or any kind of crock of crap ever affect them. So, all right, I hope this was helpful. It's a little mean, but I just felt like and I'm nobody. I am absolutely nobody. Like, honestly, like, I'm not, nobody's better than me, but I'm not better than anybody else either. I'm just stating how everything stems from mindset. And you can outthink and you can outthink any situation. And when they say the phrase mind over matter, it's 100% the truth. Because your mind has amazing things that it can do, and nothing, we're so beyond the government, we're so beyond like what other people think of us. Like, your mind can put you in a place where you're untouchable. So anyways, that's it for now. I hope it helps. I hope I wasn't too mean about it. As time goes on, I definitely will be posting more videos. It's definitely like, just for people who might need that little bit of push, that little bit of help. I'm always here to help with mindset 100%. Like, I am like, that's like my thing. Like, you were made for more. You were born with talents that you have no idea that you possess. And again, like I said, you just got to use them. You got to put them to use. So, all right, guys, hope you have a great day. I know I kept looking in the corner, so unprofessional. All right.